Hi, I'm Mia Goth, and these are my 5 points of culture. Who is an unexpected source of inspiration? It would have to be my vovó, my Brazilian grandmother, who's also an actress in Brazil. You know, she's just had an incredible life and she's gone through a lot, and she's always encouraged me to expand my universe as much as possible. I just think she's amazing. My favourite cinematic moment, I would say one of them is in Pulp Fiction, when Uma Thurman and John Travolta are at the diner and they're drinking their milkshakes, and then the music comes on and she tells John Travolta that she wants to dance, and they go up and then they just start grooving, you know? I was very young when I watched that movie for the first time, maybe 4 years old. I remember imitating Uma Thurman and doing the dance move myself, and that was probably the first time I'd ever, you know, been moved by cinema. Well, I love Charles Bukowski. He's one of my favourite writers, and in particular his poetry. My favourite poem of his is Bluebird, and it's a much more tender poem of his, and it's really unlike all of his other writings. You know, he wrote it much later on in his life, and he was kind of reflecting back, and it was the most open and vulnerable that he is in all of his pieces of writing. A performance that left a lasting impression on me as an actor, I would say, is Björk in Lars von Trier's Dancer in the Dark. I think that's a perfect performance, and I think it's faultless. Really, I think all female performances in Lars von Trier's movies are just so perfectly flawed and human and vulnerable and honest and brave, and I watch those movies and it's something that I strive for in my own work, and if I could ever come anywhere near to something that a Björk does or a Charlotte Gainsbourg does, I would be very proud of myself. My favourite type of art, my favourite expression of art, I discovered actually when I was filming Nymphomaniac in Germany, and I stumbled upon this exhibition that was happening at the time that was focusing and celebrating German expressionist art. You know, artists like Max Beckmann and Otto Müller. You look at these paintings and you think that there's something somewhat attainable to them, you know, that is somewhat inspiring, in the same way that, you know, you read a Charles Bukowski poem and there's something in it that makes you feel like I could write something like that. I don't know, that just does something to me, and it moves me, and I just think it's beautiful.